Well, hello, everyone. Dom Tiberi here. Welcome to our Memorial Tournament Roundtable, joined by Dave Holmes and Adam King, 10 TV, along with Skip Mozik and Anthony Rothman from our sister station, 97.1 The Fan. At the time of we're taping this, we assume Tiger is not playing in the Memorial Tournament. Anthony, he pulled out of the PGA. I give him credit that he keeps trying, but it doesn't look good at this point. How serious can we take this comeback now?
Well, the comeback is really in its infancy, if you want to call it a comeback. He hasn't played a lot of golf, and so I want to give him some credit for trying to come back out there. You know, Hank Haney, his former teacher, said if he can walk, he can win again. Well, right now, walking is still even a question. So, I mean, the key for Tiger is the practice, the consistency, and I don't know if he can do that as much as he'd like to do to get back into contention, to stay hot for 4 days. I think Tiger has a great round in him. We've seen that before. He still has the power. He still has the skill. He just doesn't have the consistency. And then if you add the leg to the equation where he can't really trust it for 4 rounds, he came into the PGA saying he felt stronger and better than he did at the Masters. He set expectations at a different level, and then it just didn't happen for him. So, you know, how serious can we take the comeback? That will be a wait and see to see how much he can practice. If he starts practicing and that leg gets stronger and the rehab continues, then I think you could never doubt him still. But he's at the point now where few and far between on being able to put 4 rounds together with a couple practice rounds. That may be a long way away. You know, Adam, and I know Dave's a huge fan too, but you really are a huge fan of Tiger. I think it's amazing that he's, you know, been able to do what he's done. I mean, that was a serious car accident. He almost lost his leg, and let's face it, the leg was not, his legs weren't that good to begin with, you know, and we'll talk more about his back and everything. With that said, how tough is it for a guy like you? I mean, you had him on, as your computer screen thing, you know, Tiger. How tough is it? You know, we love our heroes. How tough is it, though, to watch him like go out there and not be Tiger?
I'll say this. Tiger is the background on my computer screen only because Dave said I had to take the picture of him down. He thought it was a little weird.
It was creepy.
No, but when Tiger stepped foot at Augusta this year, I think there was a moment collectively in golf where nobody cared if he hit the ball in the water and shot an 8, because just to see him back on the tee box from where we were, I mean, there was a moment where you didn't know if he was going to be able to play with his kids again, if he was going to be able to walk again. And now to see this man walking around major championships is remarkable. And I think the thing so lost in the PGA Championship in the withdrawal, and even in the Masters, is that there are so many big names this season that have not made the cut at both majors. Tiger Woods has. I think you were spot on there, Rothman. It's the 4 rounds. You can tell when he gets to about the 8th hole in these 3rd rounds, he's just in pain, and he's trying to tough it out and trying, I think, a lot for us fans. I think solely, well, he's got that drive to compete. He's more than any other athlete in the world. He wants to win at everything he does. But I think he's out there because he knows how much people want to see him succeed. And I think it's just going to take a little more time. But it would not surprise me if we see Tiger Woods back on the leaderboard once he's fully healthy on a Sunday.
Skip, you know, we talk about the injuries from the car accident. They're very, very serious. I mean, people are shocked that he's even able to walk without a limp. But he had health issues prior to that accident. I mean, you think about his knees. I mean, there were reports that both his knees weren't that good. Countless back injuries and how many, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 surgeries. Should he just hang it up at this point?
I don't think he wants to, Dom. I think if he wanted to, he would. And to reiterate what Adam was saying, it's a minor miracle that the guy's walking again, because this time a year ago, he mentioned not knowing if he would be able to keep his leg or not, but just to be able to walk right now at a place like Augusta, if he were to ever come back here, this golf course here is such an incredibly difficult walk as well. But for him to be able to make the cut at a major championship under those physical conditions, it's amazing. And I don't think any of the fans out there, and boy, does he have fans all across the world, they love seeing him. He's such a compelling sports figure. People want to see Tiger Woods out there. Let's face it. He brings in more than just the casual fan that's out there. And that's the first question you're always going to get. Is Tiger playing? How's Tiger doing? Every single week.
And it's not just the fans; it's the television networks.
Oh,
Dave.
boy.
And Dave, he's made no secret about it. He's chased Jack Nicklaus from the day that he got involved with the PGA Tour. He's got 15 majors. Jack has 18. How tough do you think it is for Tiger to know that he's got the mind? He had the game, and he may come up short to Jack. I mean, that's because he's a competitor.
He's not getting to 18. Now, if you'd asked me back in 2001, I would have set the over/under at about 21. I thought he was going to go low 20s back when he came off the slam. I think he's still good enough to win a major. I don't think that's a dead dream yet.
But you don't think he gets the 18?
He's no way he's getting 3. I mean, I think he's good enough to win one, okay? At Augusta every year, he has enough muscle memory, nostalgia, knowledge to do it. At a course like St. Andrews, I know he wants to play the Open this year, where he once won a major there without ever hitting a bunker once in 72 holes. He has some tracks that he can still win at and feel good about, but I just don't think he has enough healthy majors in him to get it done. He's probably going to play another 12 to 16 majors of competition where I think he could be healthy enough. Now, you always have a magic weekend. Tiger had one a couple years ago at Augusta. Jack had it in '86. Phil Mickelson had it at the Ocean Course last year. You always have that weekend. I don't think he has 3 of those weeks in him. I think he's good enough to win any major the next 3 to 5 years, but I don't think he's going to string 3 of them. I just can't see that.
All right, we'll open up to all you guys. How important is it to the PGA Tour? How important it is to the game of golf that Tiger somehow finds a way to keep going?
He's been the biggest draw in golf for 25 years. And so common sense would say that's a great run. We're very fortunate. He's not a ceremonial guy at 46, like to Dave's point. So I think that it is vital to try to squeeze out whatever great golf he has. Adam brought up something interesting about the Masters and whether or not people just wanted to, quote, see him. He does lend that legendary status to any event. But the one thing you don't want to see is your legendary players out there like a ceremonial guy. Jack never wanted to be that guy, and I don't think Tiger wants to be that guy. John Daly, trying to justify his own taking of a golf cart, dropped the line the other day about how if Tiger were able to take a cart, he would be at the top of these leaderboards. That is never happening. Tiger Woods has won enough. He knows how important it is to the game and how vital to the game it is to walk, because if you're physically tired, it can affect you mentally, and that can affect the swing, and everything breaks down then. Tiger Woods will never take a cart, but I think, to answer your original question, the networks want him, the fans want him, until we know for a fact that he is not making cuts on a consistent basis, then I think we still want him out there.
I think it's interesting you talk about the cart. I think you're spot on there, because the first tournament he played back after the accident was with his son, Charlie, and he took a cart for that, and that's still probably the best golf we've seen Tiger play. I mean, he was throwing darts, he was happy, he was moving fine that weekend, shocking us all. And I think you're right. If you put him in a cart and let him, he probably removes any of the strain of worry of injury, but he would never do that. You're 100% right, because he respects the game too much. And I think Tiger withdrawing at the PGA Championship is because he respects the game too much to go out there and on a Sunday at a major know that he's not good enough to get around the course and put up a respectable number that respects not only the course but himself.
To Anthony's point, Tiger Woods will never play in an event that he doesn't think he's going to win.
Yep.
And he means that. He means it when he says that. So he's not going to hang it up. He's not going to be a ceremonial guy like you mentioned. If he's playing, he thinks he can win.
Yeah, I don't see him ever being Hale Irwin winning senior events at age 62. I just don't think that's it. I think once he's done playing on the main tour and he thinks he can't compete, which is probably early 50s, I think he might, like I said, play some selective majors until he's 53, 55. We've seen like Tom Watson put some good weeks together at the Masters or the British. I mean, I think the Masters and British, as an older guy, he can still hang. So I think we'll see him do that, maybe selectively play 4 to 6 events a year for the next 5 to 7 years.
Can you believe it's been 10 years since he won here? It's been 10 years.
10 years.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But boy, you had a run.
Yeah.
What, 6 of them, right?
Yeah, nuts.
Hey, great stuff, guys. Be sure and keep it right here on 10 TV and 97.1 The Fan for all your Memorial Tournament needs.